Paris is our daily segment, Truth or Fake, and I'm joined in the studio by Catalina Marchand de Abreu. Good to see you, Catalina. So in today's edition...
This story is wild. This story is wild. Clarrisa Ward goes into a Syrian prison, and the situation is odd because I never really covered this, but it was like weird because the prisoner that was supposedly in prison had like clothing that wasn't tattered. He didn't look like he was actually in these horrifying conditions that we've seen Syrian prisoners in. Normally, people are just like taking Syrian prisoners out of prison and like these guys haven't seen daylight for like 10 years. It's crazy. This one, on the other hand, she's walking into the jail and the dude's got like a groomed beard. He looked fresh and everyone was like, this is fake. Like, what the hell's going on? And I thought it was suspicious. I didn't really have time to cover it. I thought it was odd though, because there are a million, like there are thousands, not a million, but there are tens of thousands of real stories of people who have been falsely imprisoned in Syrian prisons for years, right? And I kind of want to show you the OG coverage. I don't think they're going to show the OG coverage, but it was weird. It was like a very weird situation because like she walks up, the guy that she's with is like, oh, this door is locked. And then the camera pans away and then the guard shoots the soldier shoots the door. Oh, here it is. 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 Let's watch.
Finally see the sky. After 3 months in a windowless cell, he can finally see the sky. My God, the light, he says. Oh God, there is light.
Like, come on, bro. He looks like he's faking it. He looks like he's acting. Now, you can't say that because there are like so many real images, right? It's just that this one was like particularly wild because of how it came about, right? And he doesn't look like the tens of thousands of prisoners that have been released from prison so far. It's just crazy that he did not like fit that mold at all. He looked far too clean. He looked far too hydrated. He's too hydrated and mentally clear for this to have been even 5% likelihood of being true. He said he was housed for months and weeks without food. Yeah, he said he didn't have water for like days, and it just didn't make any sense. I promise you. Okay, I'm so glad that I didn't say shit though at the time because people would have fucking yelled at me nonstop, endlessly, even if I was right in the end. I just did not have time to cover it, but I did think it was like wild. Here's how the story starts. Tell me this is not staged. Tell me Clarrisa Ward is not a soap actor. Tell me CNN's blah, 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 whatever, right? Wait, where is it? Where's the original? Oh, here is the scene. Here's how it starts. Okay, I wanted to show this.
But it's the only cell that's locked. Is he gonna shoot it?
The guard makes us turn the camera off while he shoots the lock off the cell door. We go in to get a closer look. It's still not clear if there is something under the blanket.
Oh, it moved. Is there someone there? I thought I saw it move. Is someone there? Or is it just a blanket? I don't know.
I think it's someone. Hello?
Okay, it's just
I'm a civilian, he says. I'm a civilian.
He was not a civilian.
He tells the fighter he's from the city of Homs and has been in the cell for 3 months.
Okay, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
He clutches my arm tightly with both hands.
Okay. Does anyone have any water? Water. My. Okay, it's water. It's water. Okay. Okay. Okay, you're okay. You're okay.
Oh, and Chatter said, what if he was a pro-Assad guy in hiding, lol? What if, Chatter? What if that was the case? Because something about this is a little fishy. My man's far too clean cut. What if, chatter?
Anything about my children. The fighter hands him something to eat. He can barely lift it to his mouth.
First of all, if he had 3 months of no food and water, 1, he wouldn't look that way. And 2, he would die from refeeding syndrome. He would die. Look at his fucking nails. He would literally die, bro. Bro's doing a vaccine injury. He's doing a vaccine injury. He's got the shakes. He's like, Ya Allah, I'm Tony Fauci. He vaccinated me. Clarrisa, you are my favorite. I did the vaccine. I have the shakes.
Okay.
But his body can't handle it.
Okay, you're okay.
His captors fled during the fall of Damascus, leaving him with no food or water. That was at least 4 days ago. I'm shaking. My face is shaking, he says. The rebel tells him there's no more army, no more prisons, no more checkpoints. Are you serious, he says? Surya Harra. Syria is free, he tells him. It's the first time he has heard those words.
So listen. So what ended up happening? What ended up happening was, first of all, I don't think that like Clarrisa Ward staged this. I just think she's too horny to like get a Pulitzer. So in that moment, I'm fairly certain that she was just like not exercising normal critical thinking, like any sort of like journalistic due diligence, any sort of process here that would have been like, can we fact check this guy? Can we see what his background is? That literally is what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna tell you something, okay? I've had many articles written about me. Profile pieces, puff pieces, even fucking hit pieces. What journalists are supposed to do, they have entire units dedicated to fact checking. And fact checkers will constantly fucking harass you through the process to be like, you said this. We wanted to verify it. You know, we couldn't find any evidence. Can you show us any evidence about this? The very fact that as far as like foreign policy pieces goes, as long as it's like in line with America's State Department, like whatever their interests are in any particular fucking region, you know, they don't even do any sort of fact check. Like, it's crazy. And what's extra crazy is that this person that didn't pass the smell test for many other people for obvious reasons, like he looks in far too good of a shape, especially when there are literally tens of thousands of people that you could have interviewed after they got released from prison. I've seen hundreds of videos where people are being broken out of prison. Assad's notoriously cruel prisons, where they're just like, you see them, their faces, the way that they've been harmed, like it very clearly is different than a guy wearing like a nice fucking leather coat with fur inlining. And when I say the smell test, I mean literally the smell test as well, not figuratively. This dude doesn't look like he hasn't showered in fucking 3 months. He does not look like he hasn't had a haircut in 3 months. He does not look like he hasn't eaten in 3 months. You would straight up be victim to severe malnutrition if his story was correct. And a lot of people were yelling about the story because a lot of people hate CNN. So a lot of people were shitting on Clarrisa Ward, being like, you staged this, you staged this, you staged this. The fuck's wrong with you? You staged this. And all of the people that are not necessarily just like anti-Assad, but also pro-America State Department people, and there's many of them because there's so many anti-Assad people, but then there are a lot of people who are not only anti-Assad, but pro-American empire. All those people were yelling at this guy who, yes, you're not wrong, looks cleaner than Osman Gold coming out of Assad's notoriously brutal prisons. Well, it turns out CNN's in a little bit of a hot water because that guy isn't actually a prisoner of Assad. He's the prison guard. Here is Mohammed Salama, a former Air Force intelligence officer, strengthening evidence of his past activities after his appearance on a CNN report. CNN confirmed the identity of freed Syrian prisoner Assad intelligence officer Salama Mohammed Salama, with local residents saying he operated checkpoints in Homs notorious for their abuses. First of all, Osama bin Laden, 6'7", he should have balled. Okay, he was worried about he was worried about the wrong towers. Osama been balling. This guy, he should have been acting. He clearly has a proclivity for it. He has a natural talent for it. If he had honed his theater kid skills, he probably would have been way better by this point. He looks like the TikTok dad, the TikTok actor. What's more crazy is she hasn't even acknowledged it yet. We confirmed the real identity of the man from our story last Wednesday is Salama Mohammed Salama. Wait, I'm just saying, if he was able to improvise in that moment when he's got like guns pointed at him and shit, like if he worked a little bit instead of operating you know, as an intelligence officer in the Assad regime, he could have been like an Oscar-winning actor. Bro came out of the prison looking like the British dad who always ends up killing his son. You know what I'm talking about? What's his name? Yep. Bro came out of the prison looking like this.
I joined the Cameo app.
Praise God! No!
Lewis Anderson never ceases to amaze, dude. He is God. He's got a face made for silver screen. Wait, there ain't no way that the Spider-Man toy still has the tag on it because he wants to return it. Oh my God! Sorry for your upcoming loss. Oh my God. It's fantastic. Dude, nothing compares to his work. It's cinema. Yeah, that's how my man came out of that prison, bro. Look at him. Oh, finally the light. You guys don't understand. I fucking hate that Assad guy, man. I hate that guy. He's a real piece of shit. Oh, it's so good. Oh, yeah, kissing foreheads and shit. Like, look at this. Look. Oh my God, look.
Those words.
Oh my God. Anyway. Well, turns out all the people that were saying this shit looks fake as dog. What do you mean? Well, they were right.
CNN journalist Clarrisa Ward is being accused of staging her most recent reports on Syria. Tell us more.
That's right, Yinka. On December 12th, CNN published this report on its platforms. CNN's cameras, they say, caught...
Bro, this is literally Tyler Oliveira shit. I'm sorry, but this is straight up like, this is some shit that you do not expect from an award-winning journalist. This is some shit you expect from a YouTuber, man. Like FaZe Ronaldo. She's clip farming. Like she's part of the new FaZe clan. That's insane to me. What the has happened to mainstream media? What is going on? She threw up the FaZe after. She's like, Mohammed, can you throw this up for me, please? Yeah, FaZe up. He reportedly was involved in theft, extortion, and coercing residents into becoming informants. According to locals, his recent incarceration lasting less than a month was due to a dispute over profit sharing from extorted funds with a higher ranking officer. This led to his detention in one of the Damascus cells. Oh my God. And you know they did not treat his ass in the same way that they treated regular old people. Look at the way he looks. Since returning to Homs, he was attempting to gain local sympathies, trying to convince them he was forced to do everything. He has also deactivated social media in an attempt to hide any documentation. He carried weapons and was involved in war crimes. Brother. His only pick looks like a super villain. Yeah. But yeah, CNN has acknowledged it. Free prisoner who said he was a victim of the Assad regime was an intelligence officer, locals say. Oopsie. Like, why do you release that video? Why are you so horny to put that out there without doing this due diligence? Like, it shouldn't be up to a Syrian verification service to like actually figure out that the person you have released from prison is like probably the one guy who should stay in prison. This is like, you know, pretty clear-cut clickbait shit. You know what I mean? You clip it, you ship it, and then you deal with it afterwards.
At the moment, the Syrian man was freed from a secretive prison. In the footage that we'll take a look at now, we see CNN's chief international correspondent, Clarrisa Ward, accompanied by an armed man opening this cell in a secret Bashar al-Assad prison in Damascus. Inside the cell, they find this man who is hiding under a blanket, Well, Yinka, Syrian fact checkers verified this report by Clarrisa Ward. They've actually found that this man is not who he really says he is. Verify SY, a Syrian fact checking outlet, indicated that they had obtained new information about the identity of this man, presented on CNN as Adel Garbal, who Verify SY says he lies about his identity, and even worse, he actually served the Bashar al-Assad regime. According to the Verify SY investigation, this man's real name is actually Salama Mohammed Salama, a detail that brought many shocking details to light. Salama, who is best known as Abu Hamza, is first lieutenant of the Syrian Air Force Intelligence, notorious for his corrupt activities in Homs. Verify SY actually collected testimonies from residents of the Al Bayada neighborhood, including these anonymous audios that they add in their report. The residents identify this man as frequently stationed at a checkpoint in the area's western entrance of Homs, infamous for their abuses on civilians. Abu Hamza reportedly managed several of these checkpoints in Homs and was involved in crimes including theft, extortion, and coercing residents into becoming informants. According to locals, his recent incarceration was actually due to a dispute over the sharing of profits of extorted funds with a higher ranking officer, which finally led to his detention in one of these Damascus prison cells, as per the neighborhood sources. So despite his...
Is it a career ender for her? No, absolutely not. Not even a little bit.
His seemingly innocent demeanor in the CNN report, Salama actually has a grim history of corruption, abuse of authority.
Is it a career ender for him, you think? I think he might be cooked. It would have been better off if he just like got released off camera, and that way he could have just not gone back to his own village, gone somewhere else, been like, yeah, this Assad guy, he's a big bad, right? You know what I mean? He could have hid, but nope. He had to get freed in front of Clarrisa Ward and the entire Western audience.
And even the killing and torture of civilians during several military operations in Homs in 2014. These Syrian reporters hence beg the question, did CNN deliberately mislead its audience, or did it fall victim to misinformation?
Well, Catalina, any response from CNN regarding these accusations?
Well, after the Syrian fact-checking organization reported that this Syrian man gave CNN a false identity, CNN said that it subsequently launched an investigation into this report by their chief international correspondent, while Clarrisa Ward has not given a comment yet following this backlash on her report. Libération contacted CNN, who denies any type of state.
Bro, this, like, France 24 busting out the touchscreen for this is crazy work. They're having a victory lap over there. They're like, yeah, okay, CNN. Like, god damn, dude. The production value with the touchscreen? That's crazy. Here we are zooming into Clarrisa Ward's face as she believes the very stupid lies that this Assad torturer is telling her.
Saying that the events took place as they appear on their report, and they reported the scene as it happened, including what the prisoner told them. Regarding the Verify SY's revelation, CNN told Libération that they are aware that the man may have given them a false identity during their ongoing investigation on the identity of this man. Clarrisa Ward, though, is no stranger to these staged accusations. Recently in 2023.
They're bringing the old hits back. That's crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. That's filthy. Oh my God. Okay. That is, I fear that's a bit much. They're dookie on Clarrisa Ward. This is fucked up. I'm not expecting France 24 to do a deep dive into the many different ways in which Clarrisa Ward has like lied about shit. Yeah, I heard about this as well. The Sudan, Syria, and Gaza. The world doesn't see us, what a militia chief said while holding me captive in Darfur. This brews a constant reminder of the mayhem and heartache that has been playing out outside of Kabul airport. I got it when a very kind strong man who shall remain nameless physically pulled me into the safety of the airport through a small door in the gate, as dozens of other people pushed and crushed in. It's crazy because Clarrisa Ward also is that bitch. And I mean that in a positive way. She literally snuck in with I believe it was a Qatari medical team, and got like the first ever Western press from inside of the makeshift Palestinian hospitals. Like, it's crazy that she does this, but then she also does that. And you're like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? She snuck into Gaza, chat. She snuck into Gaza. And I gave her flowers back then. That requires a lot of respect. That is actually unironically brave, infinitely braver than ducking for the cameras when there is a massive barrage of rockets near the Israel-Gaza border.
She came under fire once again for this Gaza report titled CNN team ducks for massive barrage of rockets near Israel-Gaza border, where we see her dramatically taking cover from a rocket attack from Israel during this live broadcast, where many accuse the journalist of yet another Oscar-worthy performance.
Damn, she underlined it. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's not good. Look at the smirk on her face. They cooked her. They cooked her. Isn't she just a careerist, wants to be seen as doing dangerous and potentially groundbreaking things? Okay, a lot of journalists tasked with like a lot of war correspondents are like that. They're crazy. They're freaks. The difference is there are those who, you know, treat their profession with dignity and actually go to where the violence is and actually put themselves in harm's way. And there are those who just basically, you know, kick streamer style fake shit. Clarrisa Ward has done both, which is why I don't understand why she has done both. Does that not make sense? It's not like she only does this shit. She does actually go. I mean, like I said, I give her a lot of credit for being one of the first, if not the only Western journalists to actually sneak into Gaza, to get direct footage from inside of the hospital tents inside of Gaza. That's when you were actually under fire. Like, that's not a joke. That's like when you are directly under fire. You have all of a sudden put yourself in the crosshairs of a nation state that will kill you and not even think twice about it. Sneak in. She was let in by Israel. It was all scripted. I don't think Israel would allow her to go into the field hospitals. That did not look good for Israel at all. If anything, Israel's more likely to kill her when they find out that she's in the field hospitals. They'll be like, oops, I can't believe that happened. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, it was Hamas. We thought she was Hamas. Yeah. I don't think it's in Israel's favor for her to like interview 5-year-olds who have been fucking amputated. Okay.